cut off your fingers, quick!
4 fingers.
20!
With every rickety turn of the wheels, every bump in the road, they're jostled in the back of the cart, bound and weary. This cart cannot reach the town of Mudboot, or there will be a massacre.
Away and welcome to Tabletop Troop.
Tabletop troop!
Today we're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons, a little scenario, and our 2 players in the scenario have to try and defeat the scenario or escape it with just the use of 1 spell each.
Plus 0 wits.
Yeah, so we're just commoners.
Weakling. The common folk.
The common folk, yes,
So,
not weaklings.
In this scenario, you have been captured by bandits. You are 2 common folk from a town nearby called Mudboot. And you have been left a bit in the lurch by some adventurers who did save your town once upon a time, but they also caused a bit of a tricky situation for you by leaving some things behind that perhaps they shouldn't have, which these bandits now seek.
Okay. Now it's like treasure, or is it like...
It's this juicy booty they're after.
Yes.
My blacksmith booty.
blacksmith booty.
From years of sweating and toiling.
So, currently, you are in the back of one of these carts, captured by these bandits, being jostled around. There are some crates, there are some other objects just loose in there, knocking you, and everything is aching and paining because you're bound, hands behind your back, blindfolded, can't really move. It's been an uncomfortable couple of hours. Would you care to describe, given the situation, who you are, what your names are, and what you look like and how you're dealing with the situation?
So, my character's name is Eustace. He's a farmer, and he provides kind of the day-to-day goods for the town. He fills up the stalls. He's kind of like a little bit of a celebrity, I guess, because everyone knows he's the guy to go to for their daily food. But yeah, now he's been captured. He just wears kind of normal, I guess, farmer's clothes.
Farmer's garb.
Farmer's garb.
Probably like a white linen shirt.
Yeah.
Like some pants.
Some short pants, really short pants.
Oh, really short pants.
shorts.
Yeah,
Okay,
short
okay,
shorts.
I see.
Yeah.
Like
He
we're
likes to show
talking-
some leg.
So you're not a farmer, you're a booty.
I'm a burki. I'm like, yeah.
A farmer.
Let me add this. Let's say he's in his 50s. He's a family man. He's not maybe. He's a strong man, but he's not like ripped or anything. He's got a bit of a tummy. He eats his meat. He eats his potatoes. He loves his life. Anyway, that's him. That's Eustace.
I am playing the town blacksmith, and my name is Old Turk. It's actually just Turk, but some snot-nosed kid said Old Turk once, and it stuck.
That one gray hair.
That one gray hair. I'd say I'm also kind of in my 50s. Not a family man. My wife, unfortunately, was killed in a raid by also bandits many years ago. Probably not the same bandits, but living out here in D&D land, you never know what's going to happen.
So there's a bit of a vendetta for you.
Yeah, against all bandits in general, I think. Just want them taken down. Even though I know that I am not necessarily the one to do it. I'm pretty ripped, I'd say, because I'm a blacksmith.
You got those
Even though my
arms.
stats don't necessarily, it's cosmetically ripped. And I am wearing just pants, boots, and my trusty apron. Blacksmith's apron.
Blacksmith's apron.
Made out of thick leather.
You just wear it everywhere.
I just wear it
No matter what
everywhere.
you-
It's like I go out in it, dinner parties.
That's how people
game
know you're the
nights.
blacksmith.
That's exactly.
That's
I
your-
mean, gotta live the part. You see what I mean? So that's Old Turk.
So what happened was some adventurers a while ago saved your town. There was some trouble brewing there. And then they left you with some items because you two are kind of the most burliest men in town. So you're kind of the protectors, by default.
We rally the townsfolk.
Yeah, if there's any...
We're very much involved into the community, like
If there's ever any issues, Old Turk... What's your name?
Eustace. Or Yui.
If there's ever
friends call me Yui.
any problems, Old Turk, Yui, they're on the case. So these adventurers left you each with one spell scroll of second level. And they also left you with a magical ring that you couldn't quite figure out how it works. They didn't really bother to tell you all that much about it. But what they also forgot to tell you was that they got this ring from some bandits who it is really important to. And these bandits have been watching the town ever since, stalking you guys out. And one day, you two went for a fishing trip. As you do sometimes, you're old friends. And on this fishing trip, just out to a nearby lake, you were snatched up, bound, blindfolded, thrown in the back of the cart.
These damn bandits gonna catch us again.
So, first things first.
Old Turk,
Go
I'm
with
telling
swamp
you.
pick? Is that what we're... The swamp farmer.
This town's called Mudboot.
That's right, it is.
All
called
crocodiles and mudfish. So first things first, you each get to select one second level spell. Any spell. And the cool thing is you get to use it over and over and over again for its casting time, whether it's an action, bonus action, whatever. But that is pretty much the only thing you have at your disposal to help you out.
And our very average scores.
And you're using the stat block of commoners.
Yeah, there's only one action described here, and that's club. And I love to go clubbing. Yeah, clubbing is really one of my...
Mudboot's got one of the
I
most
see, it's
hot
not
clubs in
that
the
kind of
world.
club.
I think it's just canon now that the town of Mudboot is kind of like a swampy village. That's what it is.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I was taking in the surroundings, trying to focus in my character and just like live in the world.
So you all have kind of these houses on stilts, that kind of vibe, yeah.
That
so,
sounds good.
Do you know what spells you want to use?
I'm going to go for enlarge and reduce.
All right. And Hugh? Who's this?
You know what? I've decided to go with Alter Self. I feel like it's versatile. Different things you can do. You can use it for disguising yourself. You can use it to attack. You can use it for disguising yourself.
And you can use it to attack. Oh my god.
So there's the...
So versatile. Currently, you may have had some other implements, your normal tools, whether you had a blacksmith hammer with you as a weapon that you carry with you, but those things are currently not nearby. There are some loose items jostling around you in the dark, back of the cart. Might be yours, might be some other random shit. But you each have your spell scroll tucked neatly away in an inside pocket or somewhere it can't be
I didn't find the spell scroll.
No, they did not. So, without further ado, you are rumbling and ricketing along this road in back cart here. There is a front cart where the bandits keep most of their stuff that they loot. There is the kind of there's only two of them really, so it's kind of a small gang. There is the leader, whose name is Sylvan Blackthorn. Sylvan is a charismatic tiefling with crimson skin, curved horns, a long forked tail, piercing yellow eyes. He always has a mischievous, sly grin on her mouth. Black hair styled in intricate braids adorned with silver trinkets. She prefers a sleek, dark leather armor that allows for swift movements. She's got a pair of wicked daggers, and she always moves with grace and precision. And then the creature that is controlling your cart, which is led by a somewhat tame, and I say somewhat, tame owlbear, is a goblin that you have know the name is called Snickle Quickfingers.
Snickle?
Snickle.
Can I turn this?
Yeah,
I
you
just
can
wanna
for
get
sure.
a little look at Snickle there.
You can get a look at Snickle. And
Snickle
Sylvan.
put us in a pickle.
Oh dear Lord, look at Snickle.
Snickle is wiry, nimble.
Is he like whipping that?
Yeah,
owl there?
they are not friendly
That's
characters.
what I was about to ask. Like, does it look like this is his owlbear and they're like buddies?
It's more of a coerced animal. It is definitely, it's got blinders on, it's being whipped every now and then.
The sound of that
It
potential.
actually has the classic kind of horse, but instead of a carrot, it's just a piece of rabbit meat dangled in front
Like
of
a
Val
couple of
there.
whole dead rabbits
Yeah.
just hanging there.
Snickle, tattered clothing, worn leather armor, relies on small stature and agility to get the upper hand. That's how
What's the name of
they...
the tiefling again?
Sylvan Blackthorn.
Sylvan.
Yeah.
Sylvan.
So-
Write these down.
What would you like to do?
So no one's in the cart with us. We're alone in this cart.
No, there's a couple of crates and loose shit banging around in there, but it's just the two of you. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Turk. Oh, we seem to be in a bit of a pickle. A pickle.
Yui,
Tickly pickle.
you and I have gotten out of some serious situations. You remember last fall when we caught that big one
I remember.
down on the stream?
The big one. We call him Big Joe.
You and I thought we ain't never gonna see Mudboot again.
Yeah, man, that's true. That's
But
true.
but what happened?
Lo and behold,
We did.
We
did
came
see
back.
Mudboot again.
We killed that big Joe. We killed him.
It's a legendary fish.
We're still eating some of that fish.
Yeah, I
We
remember.
tried it out. Nothing like some fish jerky.
Well, when you're a man living on your own, you don't need much.
But you need some.
Single tier, and there is.
Are they two bachelors just like hanging
No,
out?
he's a family
I'm
man.
a family
Oh,
man.
you're
I got a wife Muriel, little dog Courage. Little pink dog.
right, non-copyrighted at all.
Yeah, no, that's just a little original
pink
story.
dog. His name is Bravery. And Miruel.
Very well and brave.
Miruel and Bravery. All right, well. Well, look, Yui, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm gonna try and get these shackles to the front of me. And I'm gonna try and kind of do the old scoop under my butt and try and get the shackles to the front of me.
Cool. Make a dexterity check.
Cool.
Just a
It's all rolls, baby.
good old dex.
16.
Nice.
Ah, okay.
Good team.
15 total, right? 'Cause you got a
Yes.
plus
Yeah,
zero.
I mean, it's just gonna be what it's on the
Yeah,
dex. Okay.
Okay. I'd say with a 16, there's a bit of struggle. Snickle, every now and then when you guys have kind of whispered to each other, and every now and then he turns around.
Oi! Shut up, baby!
Oh, sorry, boss.
Sorry.
So you succeed, but you also want to evade Snickle's perky ears, so just go ahead and roll a stealth check there.
13.
13. Yeah, I'd say you do make a bit of noise, but like you guys are jostling around anyway, so you kind of try and make it sound like it's part of the bumpy rhythmic road. Yeah. So you succeed. Your hands are now in front of your legs.
Okay, then I'm going to just lift up the blindfold a little bit so I can scan my surroundings.
It's pretty dark in there, but there are some kind of bars at the one side of the top, so there's some light filtering in. What specifically are you looking for?
I'll do a quick scan and see if I can spot anything that maybe looks like that I can use to pick a lock or something.
Turk, what are you doing, man?
Yui, shut up.
Hey,
Just
man,
wait, just wait. Hold on.
just listen, man. You gotta be careful, man. Snickle's gonna get you.
I'm going to just peel his blindfold up a little bit so his eyes are just at the bottom.
Okay.
You can see, so that if he needs to be sneaky, he can just kind of put his head down and it looks like.
Smart.
Fool
I
me.
guess
So yeah, so just so you can at least just see.
I don't know.
And then I'm
see
gonna
what you're
just gonna see.
Are we in shackles or
no, it's just like
rope?
hemp and twine.
rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's behind your back.
Yeah.
They don't think much of you guys as, farmer and a blacksmith.
We're not gonna try anything
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. They think things are gonna be smooth. Once you get to town, they're just gonna get their stuff. But they don't know that the people of Mudboot are proud. And if they were to get to town, those people aren't just gonna...
They don't negotiate with terrorists.
Exactly.
They don't negotiate.
They're not just gonna give up the goods. They're gonna fight for you guys. But
Make
you don't...
Mudboot great again.
You don't really want that because you don't want the blood of people of Mudboot on your hands.
And some of my best friends
Or our
live in
boots for that
Mudboot.
matter.
Right, so you can roll an investigation.
All right.
Just looking around. Or a perception rather, because you don't
Telling you,
really...
old Muriel will be in the front line.
18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good rolls.
That gives me anxiety. All right, yeah.
You see... Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Well,
or just
I'm looking
general
for
scan?
any kind of useful items. So, like, I want to see. I know there's crates around us. Are they open? Are they all closed? Do they look locked? And then also, do I see around me like something like maybe my tools, my blacksmith tools?
So the crates are unfortunately, but they're mostly closed. You can't really see into them. There is a leather satchel rolled up, but you can make out that there are some kind of thieving type tools in there, like files and little pointed metal rods and that kind of thing.
All right.
And you roll 18. You do see your trusty hammer.
Well, all right. I'm gonna turn to Yui and I'll be like, Yui,
Yeah.
I think I see my hammer. But also, I'm thinking I should maybe use my spell scroll and slip out of these here ropes.
All right. You got your spell scroll on you, right? Ever since.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it's been in this pocket for 30 years.
Damn, that's some good paper. At last. That's magic paper.
Magic paper.
Now listen to me. I can't remember. Does your spell need any kind of like verbal, like components?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the incantation.
And then,
Bippity boppity boop.
it's
But I'm
smaller-
obviously gonna do some hand movements too, so that's the words.
Okay. Hippity boppity boop.
Yeah.
At this point, as you guys have been chatting quite a bit, both of you make stealth rolls.
Okay.
13.
11.
Snickle, you do hear him shush you one time, and then as you hush down, and then you can pipe up again. You continue your conversation, and you being perceptive and looking around. You see him about to turn.
I'm gonna just elbow. Shit, my hands are still bound. I'm gonna kind of turn a little bit to this. I'm gonna elbow Yui. I'm gonna turn to the side and then just like bow my head down.
Okay. So make another stealth check as you
Okay.
attempt to hide and act normal.
Can we get
Or-
advantage on this one because we
Yeah.
spotted him early enough?
Yeah, for sure. You say you can either use a stealth if you're just trying to get out of his range of vision, or you can use a performance if you're trying to.
Perform as if we're.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on a little good old cry. Good old farmer's cry.
Please don't hurt me.
I will try and be stealthy because I'm trying to sort of hide my hands.
Okay.
So I rolled a 15.
Is this with advantage?
Yeah.
We don't roll this with advantage. All right.
Oh, natty twins.
Natural 20.
Natural
There you go.
20.
That's crazy.
He you see, he turns around, but he's sort of half-heartedly looking. He's not really peering in. He's kind of just turning around and
Shush
out
us.
of the periphery of his eye.
Boy, how many times have I got to tell you guys? Shut.
Sorry, Mr. Snickles. Oh,
Sorry, Mr.
I
Snickle.
just miss my wife so much. I promise
He misses his wife, Mr. Snickle.
I miss him. Her.
I don't care about none of that. You know why they call me Quick Fingers? Because I cut off your fingers quick.
You cut off your own fingers quick.
Your fingers, idiot.
Your fingers. What?
Just turns around, takes another big swig of his whiskey.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out my spell scroll. I'm gonna kind of shuffle a little bit further towards the back, and I'm gonna under my breath. Can you, while your hands are bound, cast a spell?
So, I would say for the purposes of this, because your hands, you still have it like that, right? So I'm gonna say it's like close to failing the spell. There's like a moment where the spell starts to coalesce and like
Don't fizzle out now.
it starts to sputter a little bit. But the last bit comes out. But you do, as you get into the spell, you realize that whispering it is not as effective. So you do have to kind of raise your voice a little bit. And so as the spell coalesces and you're casting it on yourself,
Yeah,
right?
the cast reduce.
As reduce. Okay.
Damn. It's Big Joe all over again. I remember you drinking yourself, going into his mouth and killing him from the inside.
It's okay, Yui. Just be quiet now.
So you Shrink down.
And I'm gonna try and like slip through my
Easy enough.
restraints.
Super easy. However, Snickle now hears this, and the spell also has its own sound, and you shrink down.
Oh, what happened?
You have a moment to react. You know he's going to do this. So if you wanted to use a spell right now, you can.
So what I want to do
Yeah.
is kind of cause a distraction and try and get up, like up until the gate, the front, and like push myself. Please, Mr. Snickle, send me home. My wife misses me. She can't live without me. How the town folks gonna feed themselves?
I mean, try and make a persuasion for what it's worth
Okay.
with disadvantage.
But yeah, it's more a distraction.
Okay, then a
than
performance.
Performance, okay. It's all the same, really. 15.
Ah, there we go.
He turns around, lets go of the reins of the owlbear so the cart like shambles a bit more, and he takes out two like wicked curved daggers, and he deftly like hooks it into the cuffs of your shirt and pulls you up against the bars. Your face squished up against the bar.
No.
It says, and he kind of takes the one knife and pushes it up against your nose. He says,
I'm also partial to noses.
Can I, while this is happening, so if he's kind of obscuring me, and I'm a size smaller now, can I sneak up behind him and untie his hands while Snickle's got him kind of pressed
yeah,
up there?
absolutely.
Should I make a stealth check or something to try and hide?
Make
or-
a sleight of hand check, just
Okay.
as you're trying to do this without
17, baby.
no problem. You guys are cruising.
Nailing the rolls, man.
We're gonna get dropped. Cool, so I'm gonna quickly just untie his knot and then I'm gonna try and step back behind a crate so that I'm visibly not there anymore.
Okay, cool.
But I'm gonna grab my hand.
At this point, Snickle.
Your hammer.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get it ready, trust me.
At this point, Snickle lets you go, and you kind of stumble back. So make a dex save to try not fall back.
Are my feet bound as well?
No.
No, okay.
No, your feet aren't.
I
bound.
thought our feet was bound.
Okay.
That's good. That's good news.
8.
Ooh,
Eight.
finally.
As he lets you go, you're kind of trying to also not let it be seen that your hands are being unbound behind your back. And as he lets you go with his daggers gripping into your clothes, you stumble back, and instinctively your hands
Yeah.
reach up to try and catch the bars of stuff. And Snickle's eyes.
What the hell?
How did that happen? That's like magic.
And then I whip out my spell scroll and I alter self.
At this point, we're gonna roll finish.
Roll for
Okay.
initiative. Okay.
Oh no.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is bad.
Yep.
3. No, 5.
Oh, it was almost a 20 and then it just over to the 8. So that's an 8.
Darn it.
Okay, so it's a bit of a shock. All of a sudden, it's time for action. So, first up is Snickle. He's quick. He's nimble. So he turns around, shouts to Sylvan in the front,
Oi, boss! Got some problems.
and he immediately calls for a stop of the caravan. So the caravan lurches to both of them lurch. The front one, I would say, like carries on for a little bit before he's like, because Snickle is sometimes likes to play tricks, so he's kind of like, what's going on there? And your one immediately lurches to stop the owlbear, unhappy about being whipped and controlled once again, and Snickle immediately jumps off and heads to the door of the wagon.
Okay.
So Snickle is moving to the back where the door is, and I shall just put you guys inside the wagon. Inside. Where you are. There you go. He has used his action to get the keys out, open the door, and now he's just standing there with murder in his eyes.
Does he see, did he spot me?
Make a stealth check once again.
12.
He looks around and doesn't spot you, so he trains on you immediately and looks at you and,
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Oi! Where's the other guy?
I'm gonna drop my reduce and suddenly turn big again as I bring the hammer down on his head.
okay.
And I'm just like,
What other guy?
This guy.
Okay, it is, however, because you guys didn't roll all that well, so it is actually the other bandit.
Oh, damn. Sorry, I thought it was just us in this situation.
No. But him right now, to get here, is going to basically slowly walk, but then see there is some kind of situation going on. So
It's not just a prank.
basically use dash action to like get closer and try and see what the hell's going on.
I'm gonna drop reduce on me, turn big,
Big or
And-
normal?
normal,
Okay.
and then I'm going to try and cast it again as an action
Okay, to go big.
on the owlbear.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna do with the owlbear? You can make it big.
Make it big. I want to make it a really big, angry owlbear, and I'm hoping that its
retaliate.
enlarging breaks its harness.
Okay. Oh shit! I did not see this coming. Okay, go for it. So it has to then roll a save.
It's
I
a
believe.
con save, so it's all going to hinge on this very moment.
Okay.
Because I do believe it's 10, the saving throw. It's 8
wow.
plus 2, right? Because our proficiency is 2.
I'd say just for the sake of, I would say the spell scroll themselves is infused with a certain.
Yeah, I think they usually are.
Yeah, so they would have a certain. So let's just say 13, because
Cool.
that's like an average. Yeah. So the spell scroll itself has a certain strength to it
Right.
that needs to be beat. I'd say this is a pretty like defining roll. So I'm gonna roll out on the table.
Natural 1, come on!
It's a 4.
4. Damn.
Which brings
wanna
it to a total of 7.
That puppy's getting big.
So the owlbear, who's up until now been kind of idling, kind of trying to snap the rabbit, now all of a sudden, right, and you hear the snapping of the wood of the cart, and Sylvan is now, what the hell is going on over here?
What other guy? I think it's time to run, Yui. And then I'm gonna try and, I've only got my movement left, so I'm just gonna kind of stay my ground, get ready to swing my hammer and run if I need to, but that's my turn.
Okay, nice, nicely done.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's a moment of confusion where these two bandits don't know what the hell is going on. They did not expect this, neither did I. What would you like to do?
Okay, let's just keep it simple. I'm gonna.
I mean, we have to.
We have
don't
to.
have much options, really.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of how I can creatively use Alter Self. But I'm gonna take out my spell scroll, quickly read the incantation, and I grow claws, and I'm just gonna be ready to scratch my way out of here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go attack. I'm gonna attack. What's his name?
Sprinkle.
Sprinkle.
Stickle quick fingers.
I'm gonna attack Sprinkle.
Let's pop the hood off here.
Yeah, let's pop the hood off. I'm like, ooh, you might take fingers and noses, but I'll take your good looks. And I go for his face.
Not the face, it's the moneymaker.
And I'm just clawing at his face. So what do I do? I
Isn't
Go
it
for
cake
an
roll?
attack roll.
I think you add, all commoners add +2 to the attack.
Really? Okay. Well, that's 17 plus 2 is 19.
Baby?
With 18, you will hit
19.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, roll that damage, cut him up.
You add nothing to this. Hey, it's just
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 a
a roll.
D6.
6s, baby.
3.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah.
You slash him up in the face.
I'm gonna get you now, boy.
These claws are awesome.
You got him pretty good there, I gotta
Got him
say.
in the
You,
face. You see that?
yeah, no, you did
See
some
that, Kurt?
damage.
I feel good
I
about
mean, he
that.
was ugly to start with, but now,
I can kind of see the appeal.
You're a married man.
you're a married man.
I didn't say I want to fuck him. I just said he's good looking for a goblin. Usually goblins got that weird.
All right,
like,
the sexual
warts.
tension in here is making me feel a little uncomfortable.
I'm just saying he ain't got the warts. Like usually the goblins, they got them warts.
Hey, man, look, hey, we didn't need to go there. All right, okay. Just, yeah.
Okay, I think our 6 seconds are up.
It is then the owlbear who breaks loose from the bounds, turns around. It instinctively goes to swipe where Snickle is sitting.
Oh, okay.
As if it would, because it's used to him just always shouting orders from there and whipping from back there. So it turns around and just with a monstrous claw, just gives a big swipe and
To the back.
kind of hits the back of
the
front of the cart. So
Break the cart.
that might have some impact on you, but we'll see. So it is going to make 2 attacks with its claws.
With his Klaus.
One is gonna miss. So the first one, it's still kind of hitched to a piece of leather that hasn't quite broken yet on one side of the cart, and it tries to turn around, but it doesn't, and so it rips it apart with the shoulder and then turns around fully.
How big is this thing now?
It is,
15 foot squared.
I mean, we can get something else to...
It's massive!
Big,
Owlbear is massive.
What is the word? Is it like
Owlbear is
huge?
massive.
Huge or massive?
Is huge. There's no size category called massive. It's only...
Well, there's gargantuan.
It's gargantuan, and then gargantuan is anything from 20 squares up. So it can be bigger.
I don't want to replace the owlbear just for aesthetics, but this would be kind of
Wow.
a size comparison.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't have the wings, but
Yeah.
height-wise, let's just say this thing is a towering beast.
Towering beast.
Damn.
Indeed. So it turns around, swipes at that. The one misses entirely, but the other one is a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
So it wrecks through the wall.
Whoa now.
All right. With 27 points of damage, it just obliterates the entire front part of the carriage. I need you to make a dex save.
Oof.
19! Sorry, with disadvantage. Because it's a tight,
Ouchie.
it's a very tight
I
space.
almost had that 18. It's
Okay.
a 4.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna say there's some collateral damage comes through to you. By the way, both of you roll a d8 to actually see how much health you have.
No,
Come on,
no.
number 8.
What if we roll?
6.
Okay.
It's a 2.
I'm gonna put this here and then use it as a counter.
So 4 points of damage of like
Jesus Christ.
splintering wood and steel that smashes up in you, pokes into your fleshy bits. At least your apron is protecting the good bits. But you're commoners.
It hurts.
I only rolled 2 for my hit points.
No, well, I would say to roll higher than what the average would
Yeah.
be, which is 4.
Okay.
So then you're just at a 4.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's... He would have killed you like straight
Direct.
away.
Just that die.
I'm gonna look back at the owlbear and point at the tiefling.
Make a persuade or an animal handling check
Okay.
as a persuasion.
Oh, here comes the dot rolls. Here come the dot rolls. Here come the dot rolls.
Oh
Beckon
shit!
is you.
Well, we'll see what happens
They have to
there.
catch up with us sometime.
At some point.
The owlbear sees Snickle isn't there and sees the two of you and is kind of confused for a bit, but then relents. He's not wanting to attack you. His anger is towards Snickle. Then it is Snickle once more.
Nickel.
Yeah.
Nickel, my guy. How you doing?
How badly hurt does he look?
He's kind of badly hurt, bloodied. Yeah.
got a bloody face.
I will say the owlbear does tramp around because he hears Snickle's voice, so just taking its movement speed to go 10. So he comes right up to Snickle. So I'm gonna say, there's a chance here. Snickle, he has to make a choice now. Either Snickle has to keep you guys contained, or
We can just run out the back.
or
back open.
or run away from this beastly
I think
creature.
I found our exit, Uni.
I'm gonna say for the time being, he tries to get the owlbear under control,
All right.
just to
The massive,
this
one size larger.
massive hulking owlbear, because he sees this thing is coming for him, right? So he's gonna roll animal handling check as his action. He does an 18, so he takes out a small little whip from his side and cracks it at the owlbear. So the owlbear, even though it's huge and monstrous, there's like an instinctual kind of
been trained.
it's an habituation for it to be scared of the crack of this whip, and so it rears back for a bit. But that would have been Snickle's turn. He only has one attack, so that's fortunate for you guys.
Right on.
But otherwise, he would have been straight out murdered.
Right on.
All right.
Cool. Then it is the bandit captain, Sylvan, once again. She walks over now. Oh, my. It's always such a show when the common folk put up a fight, isn't it? Well, what are we going to do about this? And she proceeds to take out a scimitar and 10, 20, 30 comes to where the broken part of the cart now is. I'm gonna feel bad if I kill you.
Well, I mean, we're commoners.
She's gonna just take a stab at you. Non-lethal though, because they don't actually want to kill you, they want to ransom you guys all. So
Okay. My armor class 10.
the first attack, she actually tries to go for both of you. So she does one with a dagger, one with a scimitar. She misses you. You're ducking, diving out of the way both ways. You get hit, unfortunately. With the dagger only, at least, because she went with the scimitar. She tried for you because she saw that you were already somewhat damaged. A d4. The dagger, her dagger is a d4. 3. Okay.
+3. That's gonna knock me out either way.
Yeah.
So how much is it?
Huey, no!
So she steps up. She just she looks and she says, "I didn't want to hurt you, but you forced my hand." And she just slowly drives the dagger into your chest.
Into my chest, you did it non-lethal.
No, like it's not hitting organs.
Where my heart
I mean, like into like your clavicle area, like
okay.
missing organs, you know, just like
Can I just, like, take this hit, and I reach out my hand, my claws, and I'm like, you know, you're kind of pretty.
Man, that farm is horny.
I feel like there's something in your marriage you need to work on.
Hey man, he gets around. He's smooth, especially when you
Is
get
he
him
a hot
stabbed.
farmer?
What? A hard
A
farmer?
hot farmer.
Hot. No, he's not particularly good looking, but he's successful. And success is the greatest attraction of them all.
All right,
Is it my turn now?
it's your turn, sir.
Jesus, well, it doesn't look good. I'm pretty much boxed in here, right?
Well, I'll say Snickle turned and is up against the owlbear. So there is a bit of an exit towards the back.
I'm thinking I'll drop Enlarge on the owlbear,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast Reduce on Yui. Okay. And then I'm gonna throw him on my shoulder.
Why not just
I don't
make
know.
yourself big and then you can carry me and then run away, and then you have some
I
other
guess more
advantage.
damage that I could do.
No more damage, and you're faster maybe because you take larger steps.
I don't think so.
Not.
Well, I don't know. It might go up by like 5, but okay. Yeah, I'll enlarge myself,
Okay.
grab Yui, and try and make a run for it.
So do you cast enlarge as you kind of like grab him and jump out the door?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
vibe, okay.
I'm gonna cast enlarge, and as I'm growing, I'm gonna grab him by the scruff and kind of jump out and swing on my shoulders. And I'm just gonna, come on, Yui,
I'm not.
don't die on me, boy.
I'm
Okay.
totally passed out. I don't want to just have you carry me.
Make a death save as well.
A death save.
Yeah.
Right. What's that again?
It's just a straight roll, trying to get higher than 10,
Trying to get higher than 10 or die.
or get 1 point towards death.
9.
Okay. Huey is slipping slowly away,
Yui, hold on.
dreaming of ponds with big fish in them.
Big
up in the
fish and
sky.
pretty people all around.
I'll say for the sake of some showmanship, just because that was a really cool move, you guys jump out of the back of the cart. Snickle Quickfinger's occupied with the owlbear. There's a bit of like the classic dodge with
juke.
yeah with Sylvan, and as she heads over to the one side to also try and help Snickle somewhat, I suppose, you guys run away around the other side and are making your way as quick as
Yeah.
you can with some. I'd say because you're large, it doesn't really impede your speed, so you
Yeah.
can just dash all the way. So you guys are making a run for it all the way past, running, boom, 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 with him in tow, and they're having a bit of a scuffle with the owlbear. At that point, Snickle's just keeping the owlbear subdued. Sylvan turns around and goes for one last arrow shot.
Oh, damn.
So this is the
What is the
escape.
owlbear's name, by the way?
I don't think they gave it a name. They're just that kind of people.
Dehumanized
you
it.
know? They're that kind of people. But you do see. Oh, actually, let's roll for Snickle. See if he can keep him under control or not. Nope.
Nope.
So Snickle loses control of the owlbear, starts raging, just like fucking shit up, smashing the cart. It goes for, let's see, some attacks on Snickle. One's gonna hit, so that's gonna be 2, 8.
Oh, Snickle gonna die.
He might. Snickle might just die. That's gonna be, yeah, Snickle's out. The owlbear just one massive paw and kind of
Squishes him.
Flatten him out.
kind of like in the D&D movie where the owlbear just keeps like pounding on
It goes
him.
Hulk.
Yeah.
On.
Snickle is a pile of green pulp on the floor. Sylvan heads away from that scene. She's just like, I'm not getting involved, and goes for one last shot on you guys.
Oh no.
So this is gonna be it. Will you escape or not? Will they make it out back to Mudboot?
I guess, yeah, if I get hit with this,
You could be out.
we could be down, boy.
Yep.
Down now.
I mean, that's gonna hit.
It's a 10.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, that's my
just
armor
on
class.
On the nose.
What are you on now? You had
Oh,
a
hey,
7.
how about this?
Yeah.
Can I get a quarter cover because I'm behind the...
Yeah, I'd say you guys are dipping and dashing behind. That's a really good point. You guys are in between trees.
That
There's
would
another
make my armor
cart.
class 12.
You're kind of doing the zigzag run.
Yeah.
And so the arrow comes flying over, and it literally like flicks your ear.
It's just this ragged, fucked up ear.
Hanging by a thread. Like the ear in Pineapple Express. Where they try and put it back.
He does, unfortunately, have multi-attack.
Oh no!
So another arrow comes notched, flies through the air.
Use me as a human shield. Unconscious.
This one hits.
Oof.
So it
Yeah.
flies, hits you in the back of the car. But the damage I rolled is a 1,
What?
which means you have 1 hit point left.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna say for the sake of brevity, and because you guys fought very, very valiantly, the owlbear is still there. It now, having dealt with Snickle, turns its rage on Sylvan, and she has to deal with that and cannot pursue you guys.
I will jump because we're there. I was gonna jump on that horse
Okay.
and ride us, steal the cart. That was my plan.
It is already the dusky hue of sunset.
Yeah.
And the two of you
Hold on, you. We gonna get you back to the farm.
ride off.
You're just kind of like there. I want to see. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
die.
Roll some death saves, and we'll see what happens.
See if I survive.
Yeah.
13.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay, that's one save.
So one up.
Is a 1 fail, 1 save. 2.
Ooh,
2 fails.
this one.
2 fails.
Come
Lost.
on. Can't fail this one.
Come on.
Can't fail anymore.
Are there any words you would want to speak to your friend that might call his consciousness back?
You and I have been fishing buddies since we were 18 years old. I can't lose you now, buddy. Come back to me and roll a natural 20.
On one hand, you see a tunnel of light calling you. On the other hand, you see a fishing line.
There's like a little worm on the hook and it's my face going, come back to us, Yui!
Let's go, terrifying.
So you can roll
Come on,
that.
natural 20,
Roll
dude.
with advantage.
20!
Yes, dude! You come back to life with 1 hit point, dude.
Yeah.
You're just doing...
Where are we going?
Yui, you back! Don't worry, I got us out of there.
It's almost like the only spell we needed was reduce and enlarge.
You're wrong, Yui. The only spell we needed was friendship.
And we're gonna end it right there because that's beautiful. Riding off into the sunset.
You know, looking at you now from this angle, you're pretty attractive. Attractive man.
Yui, don't make me knock you unconscious again.
We fade with a little circle.
The power of friendship.